I'm Mphile from J. High School, and I'm biologist of the future, of the real life future. Well, my topic is breaking the cycle of poverty through education. Poverty is a state of being poor or the lacking of something. Lacking of something, not necessarily money. And you could lack knowledge. But it is not by choice that you lack whatever you are lacking. That disadvantage doesn't determine who you are. We all know that we are from different backgrounds with different financial states. Certain reasons. I'm not really used to being. We're from different backgrounds. Certainly, our backgrounds are different, right? It may be financially, and it's sometimes not really your choice that you are from a financially disadvantaged family. You didn't ask for God to be, you didn't ask for God to be born into the financially disadvantaged family. And it is not the end of the world from being, it is not the end of the world, and it will not block you from being successful in life. Don't let your situation, your background, determine your future. Okay, again, as in our school, because of this topic, we went to other schools, the neighboring schools, and did some research. And in our research, we found as poverty wasn't influencing us not only from the backgrounds of our families, but the disadvantages and the poverty of the school necessarily. There were schools they had no toilets. The toilets were very dirty. The female toilets especially. We had pads all over and it was dusty. And other learners were using like toilets, they weren't using the toilets like they used the back side of the toilet, which was very, very unhygienic. And just imagine a child going to school and using that kind of toilet. I think you guys know that you can get STIs from using a toilet, right? And genital infections. I have experienced that. I've used a public toilet and it was very filthy, and I had sores, so I'm speaking from experience. And then at such a point, a child ends up delaying going to school because of filthy toilets and other situations. Do not let things like that discourage you. Set goals in life. And in the ultimate end, I want to achieve such and such and such. That will keep you going. You have something to keep you going. And then we had other children which were they were breadwinners. Like they came from households which were led by a child due to being orphans and all that. A child ends up dropping out from school because of such a state in order to work and put food on the table, being a breadwinner in the family. It is not a choice that they didn't choose to live that kind of life. But God doesn't put you through trials and tribulations in life that you cannot overcome. He throws a problem at you, knowing that you will have that solution, you will have the solution to solve that problem, you will have that strength to solve such a problem. Again, there were orphans which they weren't really orphans, they were abandoned. And there was a child who was abandoned and came from a household where the mother was unemployed. So she couldn't put everything on the table, everything that they couldn't put food on the table, they couldn't provide that life they would have liked their child to live. And just to remind myself. Again, okay. As a girl child, you know this, you have friends, right? And because of our disadvantaged background, you end up being with friends by top shy, you know. That child go and they can afford for it, they can buy her that vest, they can buy her that Cadillac, that Ibiza and all that. And then when are you from a disadvantaged family and you are with a group of friends whereas their parents can afford to buy them all those things. And you end up dropping out of school, probably for prostitution, or you date sugar daddies because you want to wear that dance better, you want to fit in with a certain group. Don't let your friends block you and prevent you from succeeding in life. Peer pressure is really not is not. You should understand that society is never pleased. Whether you do good, there will always be bad comments. So don't try to please anyone before yourself. Please yourself, respect yourself before you respect any other person and please anyone else. As I'm concluding, the Millennium Development Goals of our country, there are bursaries out there and scholarships. Whereas poverty has its own advantages. There are bursaries and scholarships. Whereas a disadvantaged learner, if you focus on your schoolwork, you can achieve such. You can drive that Bentley. You can drive that Mercedes-Benz that you see that admire the person that you admire driving, because you focus on your schoolwork, your hard work pays eventually. It may not be now, but in the nearby future, it will be.